Sorry, let me finish what then it completely went out of my brain again. Sorry, forget it. It wasn't that important
No.
apparently. It's okay. Hey, peanut butter,
You
what
can
should we
call
call
me
you?
Jill. You can call me Jill.
Jill.
The thing I
Awesome.
came in
What are
on,
your pronouns, Jill?
that's an interesting question.
Is it though?
Jill,
Apparently
are
I'm
you okay? Are you okay? Is school out for you?
me?
Yeah, is school out
Yes.
for you?
No, not yet. I'm 29.
Well, thanks for confirming you're a minor.
I'm
Wait,
29. I'm born in 1994. Are you, literally, let me turn my
You're
camera on and
18?
prove to you I'm an adult.
okay.
Hold
You just
on.
said you're 18.
I'm just outside, guys. I'm 29. Let me turn my
You
camera on.
18, 19, 29. Which one is it?
Hold on. I just woke up, Rose. I'm turning
18,
my camera
19,
on. Hurry.
29. Which one
I
are
don't
you?
need you to
Wow,
turn
I wish
your camera
I
on.
had that kind of
Do I
energy
look
when I wake up.
I
Whoa,
mean,
whoa,
it,
whoa,
relax.
whoa.
Relax. You're good. Just
I'm trying to prove myself to you guys. I'm not a kid.
okay. All you don't even need to just settle down and just you're 8. You told me you were born 1994. That's all I need. Great. Take a breath. You're good. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. It's
I'm trying
cool.
to turn it off. I'm sorry. I just woke up. I have lupus,
Okay.
so I get really shaky and I have problems talking sometimes.
No worries. It's all good. So I
So
am wait, please. I am Reggie. I go by she, her. That's your pronoun.
I
So
am considered a Zerza.
great. You didn't know what your pronouns were, but then you just gave me neo pronouns.
No, so I have. I don't know my pronouns.
Okay, I see where we're going now. Okay,
The only thing
Zerza, perfect.
the only thing I came in on is I have children of my own, and I was just reading your thing here, and the only thing I wanted to say is my thing is yes, her, she, hers in my bio because I made TikTok less like literally a year ago. It's literally I don't know how to not put that on my bio. Um, so my problem thing is I think the problem is the terminology with this whole conversation is putting up sex ed into the wording is a problem that we need to fix our terminology.
To what?
So what people are saying practically is what set a lot of people off because in the beginning I was one of the people who was like, no, we're not teaching sex ed to our children. They don't need to learn about sex. But then I had a conversation with the teacher and she goes, I think the problem that you're understanding is we're teaching body appropriation. So in kindergarten, you don't want your kid touching another kid, right? No.
Body appropriation.
Yeah,
That's
so practically like maybe the terminology I'm using is wrong. So like bear with me here. But so like if you don't
I'm
want your kid
trying.
touching your kid, your kid doesn't
Yeah,
want
we
to be
would use
touched.
sex ed.
You're not actually teaching kids about
Okay,
sex.
Jill, what's the other terminology you'd like to use? What's a
I
better one
don't
than
know. That's what I was coming in for. That's what I would like to know.
I
What
don't
other terminology should we use to not upset people?
I don't care what upsets people. Comprehensive sex education is perfectly acceptable to me because that already has we already have an understanding of what comprehensive sex education is.
Yeah,
Right.
just because like in my area and my friends group and everything, like a lot of us moms talk about this. And I was just wondering, like, if you guys had different ideas, different types of terminology,
Why,
so it wouldn't upset anybody because we are very people pleasing people.
There's nothing upsetting about it though. Like it doesn't say intercourse
right? Why are
education.
you, let's break down why are you associating sex education with having like intercourse? Like why is that? Why are you automatically going to that place?
It's not me going there anymore. I did maybe over like a year ago when this topic was first coming up. And then I actually sat down and talked about it. And I like literally the thought was in my head for maybe a month.
So I just want to
So I don't
clarify
think sex
something.
education is about sex.
Oh,
But a lot of my
okay.
friends do. So I'm asking what's the better terminology to do so we can actually
Why
like
don't you come up with that? Because I don't have a better terminology. Because, like I said, as a comprehending adult, comprehensive sex education is perfectly acceptable. If you have something to offer, sure, I'm willing to listen.
no, I just came because it seemed like you guys were having this talk. So I was just asking like as a friendly thing, like
So,
not as an aggressive person or anything at all. Like actually just wondering, like, is there a
But
better
why
terminology
does the
I
word
can use?
sex bother you?
It doesn't bother me. I'm generally asking because
Well, your friend
so
group, it bothers all of you, is what you sounds like you're saying.
I'm trying to find better terminology to not upset other people so we can get this conversation better, I guess. So it's more of a
So,
thing that's
so
normal.
health,
Because, like,
comprehensive health education.
that could work. Thank you for the idea.
But the term sex shouldn't
Like,
be like
but
a bad thing. That's what I think it's a good thing to use to like kind of destigmatize the word. Like it's not a bad word.
yeah, that sounds like a you
I'm
problem
really,
if you're putting it. Go ahead, Nerdy.
I'm stuck on a term that you used, which was body appropriation.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I think my terminology was wrong. I
Whoa.
corrected myself after that. I'm like, I think my terminology is wrong.
Jill,
So,
I literally said that right after that word came out.
Jill,
okay.
relax. Like it's really hard to have a conversation with you because we can't even finish what we're saying before you jump into saying something else. So
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say on that because what my topics are up here say, these are the things that I'm advocating for. I think that we should
Yeah.
have LGBTQ plus topics, hold on, and comprehensive sex education. That's what I'm putting up here. I don't have a problem with the term sex ed. So that's why I'm not having that discussion of what to change it to. But there
Okay,
you
no,
go, health
I was just,
education.
well, thank you so much for your help. And then the idea of the other word that I could say from your friend. Thank you very much. That's all I came in for. It wasn't to cause issues or anything. Again, guys, pardon for my terminology, my words, and being stuttery. It's just how I am in the mornings. But thank you for that.
Okay.
And good luck with everything, eh?
Thanks, friend. Well, that was interesting. Let's see what Kenneth has to say.
Oh, God.
So much energy in the morning.
It's not connecting.
Yeah, he must have left. She needs it. Oh, no, disconnected.
Yeah, I've been awake for like an hour and a half and I'm still in bed, so that's how I am in the morning.
Hey, that's okay.
She's like, I just woke
know.
up.
I know, right? I don't have that much energy even at like my peak time during the day. I'm envious.
Hey
Hello,
everybody.
friend. How's it going? What can we call you? What are your pronouns? Friend?
I don't speak English.
Oh.
I'm from Indonesia.
Awesome. We're from America.
Oh,
Did you want to have a discussion on one of these topics?
I don't understand you speak.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is going to be really difficult then. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Isn't that really cool though that we're in this app that we could talk to somebody from Indonesia? Oops, I forgot to check bios. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how old are we, friend?
19. Why?
What year were you born?
Wait, what?
What year
Pardon?
were you born? Okay, bye. You got to be 18 plus to join the live, friends. 1983. Okay, Matt, do you want to join us and talk about things? Do you disagree, Matt? You can come join and talk about it. Oh, I thought I saw him. I am he. All right. Well, I don't think this is ops, but I'll let Torian. Hello, Tori.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? What can we call you, and what are your pronouns?
Tori and she, her.
Awesome. What's up, Tori?
I was wondering if you could explain what intersectional feminism is to me. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I agree with everything else on the board. I
Oh, I
Googled,
never
but
get to
I'm
talk about
not
this
quite
one.
understanding.
Yeah, sure. This is actually a topic that I wish more people would ask about so that I can talk about it more because it's something that's really kind of difficult to explain too. But what it means is that we are all in these different caste systems, right? Society has kind of built us up in a way that based on our race, based on our gender, based on different privileges that we have in society. And intersectionality is when those differences kind of meet in our struggles, basically. So let's see. For an example, like I have the privilege of I'm a woman, so I'm in a certain class of in a marginalized class, right? As a woman. Oh. If you swipe out of the app and then you come back in, it should fix it, or else you might have to drop and come back.
Did that fix it? Sorry, I got a call.
That's okay. It happens. It sounds like it made it better.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
No worries. So being a woman, I'm in a certain marginalized class that way, but I'm also a white woman. So I have a certain privilege above, say, a black woman that's also in a marginalized class as woman, right? Also trans women, like I have a certain privilege over trans women. And what intersectionality means is recognizing those and still sticking up for the people that are in lower caste systems. Like I can't represent all women as a feminist if I'm not also uplifting people like trans women and black women and making sure that my feminism supports all women and all people that are a part of that category. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, that's definitely broken down a lot better than how I Googled it. I'm definitely on board with that 100%. I would define myself that way too.
See,
So
there's certain people that like say they stand for feminism, but they exclude people that are part of that class, like trans women. Those we have a special name for those. They're trans exclusionary radical feminists, TERFs. So if you've ever heard that term, that's what that means. So I don't consider those people real feminists because they're not sticking up for other people that also are deeply affected by the issues that we're all facing.
absolutely,
So
I agree with that. I agree with that
yeah.
100%. Okay, well, I like I said, I just wanted some clarification if you didn't mind. Like I
Oh
said,
no,
I tried to Google
yeah.
and it was a
No, I
little
appreciate that.
confusing.
I can tell that I need like more practice, like explaining that and helping people understand that because it's something that we really miss as a society, and it leaves people out. Um, it leaves people out, and then what happens is we lift ourselves up, and then we hurt other people with it. So it's something I think that we really need to all focus on because TERFs are not welcome here, and other
What
people that exclude marginalized communities.
what is a turf?
Oh, you didn't hear what I said? Did I cut
N-
out maybe?
No, I didn't. I just heard you say turfs aren't welcome here, and I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
So it stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminists, TERF. So those are people that say they're feminists, that they support women, but they don't think that trans women are women. And that's BS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, absolutely. Trans women are absolutely women. I have a trans daughter, so trans women are absolutely women.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when we're practicing feminism and we're practicing supporting marginalized communities, we have to remember that those people are also included. Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you for explaining. I got to go to
Yeah.
work now, but like I said, I just wanted to pop in and ask for clarification on that. I appreciate you taking your time to clarify.
Yeah, thank you for joining. I appreciate the conversation.
Have a good
Thank
live.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Nerdy, how would you describe intersectionality? I need to work on that explanation.
Well, intersectionality, I mean, I think you did a really good job of explaining it. It's this idea that, as you said, you are a cis woman, and you experience oppression and discrimination and sexism as a woman, but you don't experience any oppression or discrimination because you are cis. And it's the same thing when we talk about marginalized communities that are part of multiple marginalized communities. So somebody who is trans who is also Black or who has a disability,
Yeah.
somebody who is Jewish, who there's so many different levels of it, but
It's
it's
recognizing
oh,
our privilege, right? Is that like a
yes, absolutely. Sorry, I'm in the middle of
yeah.
typing up some reports.
No, you're fine.
But
Nacho.
oh, Nacho, how's he doing?
Is he feeling better?
Doing better. He's not eating like as good as he was, but he started playing a lot more yesterday, so that's
Oh,
good.
no more poopy butthole.
No, he didn't have a poopy butthole. That was the problem.
Yeah, it was more of just, that's very true. It was more of he just was vomiting a lot. And he was like really nauseous all the time. Like he was always like licking his lips and like drooling and stuff, and like that's like a sign of like nausea. Poor little guy.
Poor Nacho. Somebody sent you nachos.
Oh, thank you for the nachos. I know, I love that they have a nacho gift.
Oh, well, it's a very slow morning today.
We have over 200 people in here. What's going
I know.
on?
Nacho average dog.
Kogan.
Don't make me go do things that I need to do, you guys. Please.
Right?
Let me continue to procrastinate. It's just a baby.
He
I'm
is.
just a baby.
I think he's
How old is
3.
Nacho? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got him in June last year, and he was 2, so he's got to be 3 anytime now.
I have a time limit on my TikTok. Did it pause right now?
No,
Oh,
did it
I have
warn you?
yeah, it's just telling me like I've spent I don't know. I need to take it off though, because like I ignore it anyway. I have to enter a pass. I just have to press 1, 2, 3, 4 to make it go away. It's just telling me that yeah.
You're like, thank you, but I'm not leaving.
Yeah, thanks. That's my PIN number. You should change your PIN number. And I hate it when people say PIN number. PIN, personal identification number. What is today? Today is Tuesday. PIN number
Oh
for
my
the
God,
ATM machine.
Kogan.
ATM machine.
I haven't used an ATM machine in years.
Me neither.
Wait, what does ATM stand for? I didn't even know.
ATM machine.
What is
Automated
ATM?
teller machine.
Okay.
Automated teller machine.
The M is machine. I just figured it out. Raging against the machine. I have been raging against the machine.
Nice.
I mean, the box is open for anybody at this point. I don't have anybody coming to yell at us about these topics. Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
I probably gotta get up at some point.
No, you don't.
Only 2 hours in bed, awake. You know.
Let's see if that brings anybody in. I have lots of things to do today, honestly.
I have to do laundry.
Laundry. The worst.
I know.
Ugh, I might regret this. We'll see. It looks like a troll account. Hello, Roy. How's it going? How
Hello,
old are you?
44.
All right. What can we call you, and what are your pronouns?
You can call me Roy. He, him. Is that right?
Those are your pronouns. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. What do you want to talk about?
Basically, I think, you know, all the kind of, it's well publicised now, isn't it? All the LGBTQ plus and all that. I think anyone that hates anyone like that is, you know, like my sister's a lesbian, she's gay, my uncle's gay. I think anyone that says anything against gay folks kind of, like everyone knows somebody that's gay, don't they? I think. So it's like, how can you hate someone, you know? Wait a minute. I think when you read like spiritual books and all that, there's like essentially, like we're not just like flesh and bone or male or female or whatever, you know. It's like the soul is the soul is neither male nor female if you think about it that way. I don't know. That's just my thoughts anyway.
Please be nice. Please don't turn this into like. Oh, God.
I think
you're being too nice. You're being too nice. I'm
me
worried. No, I'm
What?
worried. I'm worried because you're being very nice and very kind, and I'm worried that something bad is gonna happen.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
it sounds like you're mostly in support. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in support because my own family members. This is the thing, you know. Folk might say, "Oh, you know, that's terrible," or you flick through TikTok and it's all these religious folk and they say, "Oh, you know, it's written here in the Bible and all this condemning, you know, this, that, and the next thing." But that was written 2,000 years ago or whatever. It's 2023. They need to kind of move on. You know, it's a different time, isn't it? It's just
I think they say that by like 2100 or like 100 years from now, they say that religion. No, I don't think he disagrees, Jackson. They say that religion isn't going to be like a thing, or like Christianity isn't going to be like a thing as much anymore. Like it's definitely on its way out. Sorry to say.
I think I've just joined. Well, I've got like 1,000 followers and then I can go live. But most of the time, you're just typing stuff, and everyone wants to be heard. They all want to get their point across. But even just last night, going on to like a kind of religious Christian live, and I got kicked within about a minute or two because I dared to say they were talking about the Book of Revelation, right? And to be honest, it's a lot of nonsense. It doesn't. If you read it, it's crazy. But they were talking about 7 stars, some churches of Asia, and I was going, well, from what I've read, it's to do with the chakras. Boom, instantly kicked. It's like, oh, that's demonic. And you're thinking, why are they saying, oh, that's New Age religion? How dare you believe in that? But you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, you know? How is that crazy? I don't get them. How can they say that?
Sure.
I believe in reincarnation. So you're going from, you could be male, female, back and forth, millions or billions of lifetimes. It doesn't really matter. But how can they say that, say like the idea of reincarnation is wrong? they think, oh, there's one life and you either go to heaven or hell. That doesn't make any sense. Look at nature. The seasons go, goes to winter, all the plants and trees, all die off, and then it goes back into spring. So that's kind of like reincarnation in itself, is it not? I don't know.
Roy, I adore you. This is so awesome. Genuinely worried that people come up here and be terrible, and you're being lovely. I love it. I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for just sharing your views, because that's awesome. Made my day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your
Well,
profile looks kind of like a troll account. That's why I was kind of nervous. So
I don't know. I just thought it was a funny photo. It just
it
made me
is.
laugh. But
It is funny. I
you know,
agree. It's just sometimes there's people that join with questionable. I'm usually pretty good at judging profile pictures, and I'm usually spot on when people join and I think they're going to be like rude or like a troll. So, way to prove me
no,
wrong.
no.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, a lot of folk, they'll just instantly kick you off this. As soon as they hear something that they don't like, they'll instantly kick you. But I think there's too much intolerance in this world, and just the thing is, like my Uncle John, he was gay. He was in the closet. He was maybe born in the 1940s or something like that. So his generation, he never actually said it to me, but I knew. But he was one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. He really genuinely was. It's nothing to do with sexuality and all that. My sister Elaine, she's gay, and she's our partner, and she's brilliant. So I don't. A lot of folk that they go into these things and they just troll. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
Yeah,
about your own personal experience, isn't it? But
for sure.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
anyway,
I wish more
that's my
people were
thoughts
like
on it.
Roy. Be like Roy.
Be
Yeah.
like
Thanks
Roy.
thanks for not
Thanks,
kicking
Roy.
me.
No, we only
Thank you
kick
for being
hate
so
and
kind.
bigotry.
Right.
Yeah. We
Please,
definitely don't
please
kick
come back.
people for Yes.
Mhm.
When we need nice people, please come back. Because this is
Okay.
like
Thanks,
the
Roy.
unicorn. Thank you,
Mhm.
Roy.
Okay, no bother. Right, I'll leave you to it. Right, thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Thank you.
Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
I like how
He was so
jaded we are by
nice.
like a nice person that wasn't trolling.
I know.
Like he was just giving us the bare. He could be like a terrible person for all we know, and he was just giving us the bare minimum, and we're just like, thank you so much.
I know, right?
Just kidding.
Well, that
I'm
just
sure
shows
you're
how
a
low the
pleasant
bar is
person, Roy.
set.
But seriously.
Thank you, Roy.
Yeah, that does
Well,
show us how
again,
low.
unicorn.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do. There's no more ops. Oogie Boogie joined for a moment, and yeah,
No, thank
pass
you.
on that
Thank you, but
headache.
no.
Thank you. Are you planning to go live later, Mel?
My
Maybe.
kid has an appointment at 11:30. It's 8:30. I should shower. I mean, maybe I might be able to do a short one before I leave. I don't know. If
Do you want to
not,
share what happened yesterday at the endocrinologist?
You don't
oh
have to.
yeah, my daughter went to her appointment and they could not treat her.
Yeah, so Mel lives in a state a very Republican state, and they had to send her across to another state so that her daughter can get treatment. Terrible, terrible time we're living in.
Meanwhile, over 40,000 minors got elective rhinoplasty last year, and that's still totally fine. And
40,000?
40, that was I'm sorry, it wasn't last year. That was in 2016. So I can almost guarantee that number has gone up. And I know that about 3,000 minors got elective breast implants last year.
What?
I know.
But
And
let's not treat these kids for their mental health.
Mm-hmm. And cis kids can still get things like testosterone, because this happened to a family member of mine, where if they are a male and they are not, growing enough, they're not tall enough, they can actually receive testosterone to help them get taller.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, she went to her
And, like,
appointment, it was scheduled, and they couldn't even talk to her. Like, so she's been 3 months on HRT, and that's what's supposed to be the follow up for that, right?
mhm.
Couldn't even talk to her about it at all.
Did they feel bad? Like, do you think that they were like,
Yeah, and she
sorry?
said, so the doctor told me that like they have to tell all their patients this, right? And one of the previous patients, I guess, took it wrong that like the doctor themselves didn't want to treat the child anymore, and like threw a fit and like made like a big in because she misunderstood, like she didn't understand what was going on in Texas.
Yeah.
So like the doctors are getting like backlash on this, like they're making these choices to not treat the children, and
It's terrible. And like, what is like the number one, like misinformation that people come in here with and say, okay, what is the number one reason that they come into our lives and say like, well, the kids shouldn't be having this is surgeries.
yeah.
Surgeries, like the number one thing that comes in, the number one topic that people come in and say, well, underage kids shouldn't have surgeries. But then, like, where are you outraged for children having breast implants or what augmentations?
Right.
Like, where's your outrage for that?
I don't know. And then
Yeah,
they're all about parents' rights, right? But not when they have trans kids, only when they have cis kids.
I want to know, who are the doctors that are okay with giving
Yeah.
underage children breast augmentations? That's weird to me.
That's and that's the thing is, and this this is my personal opinion. I don't think that minors should be getting elective surgeries like that. And honestly, I feel the same about trans kids, just because that's a major surgery that poses risks. Obviously, I'm talking about top surgery,
Yeah.
and there are so few exceptions. But this is just with surgery in general, that it's risky. It's risky. And I think that, especially since, minors are still developing, I think the risk in vast majority of cases is higher than the benefit. However, there's always exceptions to that, of course, that, if a child is experiencing extreme gender dysphoria and it's causing them distress to the point of self-harm or self-unaliving attempts, or they're having significant struggles with their daily life, then yeah, it can be considered, but again, under great supervision of medical professionals.
Right.
Which is the way it works, right?
Yeah.
Which is the way we're advocating for, which is certainly not.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, really quick before we move on to the new guest, that's the thing with like my kid, right? She's supposed to be being monitored every 3 months, and now with this ban, like, she's on hold. So it's like it's making the care worse.
And like, what kind of risk? Like, if you guys couldn't find alternative care, like, what kind of risk would that put for the child? Like, that's just.
So what the doctor was telling me though is that I guess the governor wants to detransition, like, completely, like, just stop medication, but like the House or something says that they think the kids should be weaned off.
Are these people
Which they're
medical
gonna do.
professionals?
No. No.
Like, why are non-medical professionals making decisions like this for children? That's what I want to know.
So she said at the point that she's at with her low dose that she could just stop and probably not have very many side effects, but that's obviously not what we want to do. And she was saying that like at this point they would look to see if they wanted to increase anything, you know, but they can't look at they couldn't look at anything with her yesterday. So
Hello,
That's such a
MJ. How are
shame.
you?
Hey,
I don't
I'm
think
good. How are you?
we've. I'm good. I think I've seen you on a couple lives, and I see you in chat all the time. But you go by
Yes.
MJ, and your
Yep.
pronouns are
She, they, them.
she, they, them. Okay,
Yep.
awesome.
Well, I
Well,
just
nice
wanted to
to
come up
officially
and
meet you.
you too. I wanted to come up and say first of all, I love all of you guys. But Nerdy, I saw you in here, so I had to come tell you. I was just in Jones's live, and there was so much appreciation for you in there. Everybody was loving you. We were talking about at one point we were talking about a live that you were part of and Jones was part of with Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the receipts that you bring in, there was much appreciation for all of your hard work and efforts. So I just wanted to come and let you know. I don't disagree
Thank
with you
you.
guys at all and what you guys are doing, obviously. I appreciate it.
I've seen you in our spaces before. I
Yeah.
know that you're an
Yeah.
awesome supporter, and
Yeah.
I appreciate you. I don't take compliments well, but thank you.
Yes, I don't take them well either, so I completely understand. But I just wanted to let you know that there was much appreciation for you and all of the work that you guys are doing and all of the fights and battles that you guys take on. It's amazing because I just wish like that I would have had the support that you guys are showing and the fight that you guys are showing and doing when I was younger. I've always been labeled myself as a lesbian since I was young, but as of recently, through my therapy sessions, I have actually come to discover I'm more on the non-binary side of things, and so it's nice to see this fight for the kids who I know I was like, and realizing that, and to see that fight for them because they do exist, they do deserve to be heard and to be seen and to have that support so much. And so I just wanted to come up and, show my appreciation because as
Thank
someone
you for
who's
that.
older, oh my God, thank you so much, Jackson.
Thank you, MJ.
But yes, it's beautiful to see. I can't hold lives like this because I'm home with my son all the time and he's 5 and rambunctious and crazy. So I can only join some of them.
Aw.
Yes, and he's over here watching YouTube actually. So I'm always in the chats trying to support as much as I can. So I just wanted
Yeah,
to say
we see you.
and much love to you guys.
And we do.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
see
Thank
you.
you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I appreciate you.
Oh my God. Thank you guys for the gifts. They are not needed, but thank you. I
Aw.
will talk to you guys later.
Bye, MJ.
Thanks,
Bye.
MJ.
I wonder. So, that's what she brought up Kelly, and I'm wondering if I want to know the community because it's obviously who gives a shit what I think about her apology. I'm just wondering what like the community,
Yeah.
how the community is going to take that.
I don't know, on
Same.
a personal level from her, the harm that she's done for
Yes,
trans kids, right? With her, being able to be on blockers and hormones, but then actively advocating against that for as long as she did, even though it was a few months, the amount of people that listened to her and probably took her stance on things, with her, calling Planned Parenthood and somehow acting like that's some type of proof on being able to get on HRT, which is bullshit. These things have been really harmful to trans youth, and of course, obviously, all the other things with the non-binary community and all of that shit. But of course, I can only speak for what I feel that she's done to the youth, and I don't know. As a mom,
it's all about going forward, right? Like, what does she do now? Like, how does she fix it? How does
she would really have to, I don't know. But if you notice, though, her views are much, much, much lower. Her reactions are much lower.
Yep.
Because her crazy conservative fans are not, supporting her anymore.
Well, and she's gonna get heat from them.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna come after her really hard. So.
But at this point, I don't know if she's going to be able to help the trans youth community. I feel like she's going to have to do a lot more to recover from the harm that she's done.
For sure.
Hi guys.
Hey, Julia. How old are you, friend?
I'm 21.
Oh, okay.
My pronouns are she, her.
Awesome. What would you like to talk about?
So, last night I was on a live and it was very intense. It was by Amazon and oh, sorry. I'm fostering kittens right now, so if you hear meows, that's what's going
Oh,
on.
don't
But
apologize. I love it. But where's Goose?
yeah, but the prompt was women should be led by men. And
Okay.
I
Ugh.
joined the live and I was
Oh.
like, and he was like super Christian. And honestly, my spiritual belief
Was it
is
Jamal?
no, but my spiritual belief is I'm a spiritual Christian. And I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Cool.
And it's very hard because sometimes I don't go to church, for example. And I have my own spiritual beliefs, but this person was really mean and they kept talking about the LGBTQ plus community and how we need to stop putting that on our children. And I was like, okay, number one, it's not about putting it on the children, it's about giving them education so that they
Right.
know how to handle the future. It's needed because whether their friends or themselves are a part of that community, they need to learn and they need to understand that it's okay to be a part of that community. It's okay for their friends to be a part of that community. So number one, that's not okay. Number two, women don't need to be led by men. It should be a two-way street. You should love each other, period, and support each other, period. And you should be kind to one another. And they were like, well, if there was an intruder in the house, would you want the man to go or would you want you to go? And I was like, I want both of us to go. I mean, I'm defending for myself. And they're like, what if you have to watch the kids? And I'm like, I hope we both watch the kids and lock the door. I mean, I think that I don't see how there should be leadership in a relationship. And it was just very intense, and inevitably people were nice in there, but inevitably I had to keep showing my point of view, like, hey, it's not a sin, it's not wrong, and you guys are being very homophobic and you're being very bigoted, and it was a very intense conversation. But I wanted to say, Nerdy, I've seen you on a bunch of other lives, and I want to say I appreciate what you do. Because
Stop.
All the nerdy love.
because you show people that it's okay to be who you are. And
I try.
yeah. And it's a very hard situation out there to be who you are. Oh my god, that cat. Oh my god.
It's Trident.
It is Trady.
But yeah, I just wanted to say that everyone in the chat is loved and appreciated and cared for. And I agree with everything on the board, and I just think that everyone on here is loved and cared for, and I wanted to say thank you to you guys for spreading information that's needed. So yeah.
Well, thanks, Julia. I appreciate you coming up. Take care of yourself and going into other ops lives.
I think they want something.
They do want something. They do. They want attention.
They're definitely not hungry. Not hungry, not bored. Nope, cats don't do that. Where's Goose? We gotta get Goose up here.
Oh my god. Here, wait, let me turn on my camera. Here, let me show you guys this.
Kittens. Oh, I love black cats. Oh.
Aww.
What are they, about 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So cute. I love it.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I foster high medical needs dogs. So we
Mm.
specialize in dogs with distemper, but I've fostered dogs with distemper, parvo, cancer, paralysis, injuries, uh, you name it, amputations, and
Yeah.
um, every foster that we have had um, has been adopted out,
Oh,
um,
yay.
which is wonderful. And none of them have been returned, which is great. We have had 3 fosters due to, serious medical issues that have passed away, but, they passed away in our home, which we can't ask for much more than that. But
Yeah.
yeah, because unfortunately, dogs with distemper are the least likely to get fosters because distemper is so there's so much misinformation and just very few people know about it. And then same
Yeah.
thing with dogs that are paralyzed and or incontinent. It's dogs that are incontinent. Don't get me wrong; like it's a little bit of work, but the benefit is euthanized because of their paralysis or incontinence. We've had
Hey,
oh hey
my
we've had
phone overheated.
we've had some amazing dogs that were paralyzed and incontinent, and it's honestly really easy. Like they wear a diaper, um, and we just let them hang out in the backyard. We just keep an eye on their stuff, make sure that everything is clean, and it's really not that much extra work. And they have wheelchairs, or they have some sort of device that helps them. Like it's so worth it. I encourage anybody, if you have the ability to, please foster because it's so
Yeah.
important. We have hundreds of thousands of animals that get euthanized every year because they don't have a chance. Please don't buy from breeders. Please don't do private adoptions. Don't buy from Facebook and stuff like that. I can promise you that shelter dogs are amazing and that you will find an amazing dog at a shelter, at a rescue, and fostering is vital.
Yes,
Yeah.
and don't be afraid of mixed breeds. Nacho has 14
Yes.
different breeds in him, and he is the most amazing dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our foster kittens were
Yes.
found in a dumpster and abused.
Aw.
So we usually foster kittens that have been abused or are sick. So one of their siblings already passed because of a parasite. And so I've just been taking care of these guys as much as I can. We're trying to help them gain some weight, and it's working, which is good, but I can still hear their spines, so it's a little intense.
Sweeties.
But one of them is really afraid of people, and whenever I put a hand down on her, she freaks out because she's been hit before.
Aw.
So it's basically to help these kittens understand that they're loved and they're cared for, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. That all 3 of our rescue dogs do that because they had been with people prior to us, and they all do that, and they've done it since they were puppies, and it breaks my heart every time. Like if I'm just cleaning and they're hanging out like underneath me or around me, and I raise my hand or like raise my voice a certain way, they will duck. And one of them has really bad anxiety to the point where she has seizures,
Oh wow.
and she will run and hide like under the bed. I hate it so much. Like
Yeah.
animal abuse, I just can't deal with that. Like that's a immediate no for me.
Me too.
Definitely.
I used to work at a pit bull shelter in California, and oh my gosh.
That's my dog. She's a
So cute. I
Pitsky.
love it.
She is a shelter dog, and she's a Pitsky. She's half Siberian Husky and then half Pitty Staffordshire mix. I got her DNA. She has one
Wow.
floppy ear. You can't see it, but she has like one floppy ear, and yeah, she has those blue
Hmm.
eyes, and she's the best. That's
Oh,
Luna, and she is the best freaking dog
oh my
ever.
God. My dog recently passed.
Oh, I'm so
Hmm.
sorry.
It's okay. It was actually kind of weird. My dog passed and then my grandfather passed like 2 days later.
Oh,
So it was
I'm
pretty
sorry.
bad. It's okay. I mean, they're in a better place now, but these cats have definitely helped. Um
Gotcha.
they are my light, they are my love, and I will do everything that I can to make sure that they're in good homes. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just fostering these kittens. Wait, let me turn on the camera really fast because one of them is being really cute right now.
A corgi, a husky corgi. That's so funny.
Oh,
Aww.
this is the one that's afraid of people.
Making biscuits.
Yeah, this is the one
Well,
that's
thank
really
you so
afraid of
much for what
people.
you do.
You're
Yeah,
well. I
that's
mean, it's okay. It's needed. I mean,
it's
adopt, don't shop.
hmm
I
it's an
go into
amazing thing,
shelters.
and just like with black cats as well, black cats are incredibly hard to adopt out. And thank you so much for fostering black cats because really they are the least adopted type of cat.
Yeah, I that's also why I'm a little like I want to adopt them myself a little bit because I'm so wary of other people adopting black cats because they have so much
This is my
abuse.
other pet.
Oh,
What? How big is that?
Cool.
She's like, I don't know, maybe 12 inches from head to tail. Let me see if I can find a
wow.
better one.
Oh, wow.
She's not dead. She's sleeping.
Oh,
uh,
everybody's like, a beardy, a beardy. That's so cute.
this was Nacho when he was sick.
Oh, baby Nacho.
Oh,
I know, he was just laying behind me on the floor, like he was following me around, but he didn't have the energy
How
to do
Luna
anything.
sleeps.
oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God. So sweet.
Here, let
Let me
me
see if I
find
can
a
find the other.
picture of my old dog Max. That's the one that passed.
Mhm.
Losing pets is the hardest thing about having them.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. It is the worst.
This is Max.
Oh, so sweet. I love the
There she is.
Oreo cookie spots. So cute.
And
Oh wow.
this is her
Wait, why?
his sister. Oh, so
Oh,
pretty.
so cute. Why is she a different color, Reggie?
Because so she was under her light in the other picture, and then so this is her fresh after a shed. She's a citrus beardy, so she gets really, really, really bright citrus colors when she sheds.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What's
I
her
know
name?
nothing about reptiles.
She Toothless. It's after the
Yes.
dragon in How to Train Your Dragon.
That's cute.
That's so sweet.
There's one really
Beautiful.
cool picture of her.
Beautiful, beautiful baby.
This one's funny. This is how she sleeps.
Oh.
Oh, with like her head propped up. That's so cute.
Yeah, and it's funny because this up here,
Oh, teeth.
it's like an alligator skull, yeah, and that or a pretend alligator skull, and she has like her head right on the sharpest tooth. That's how she likes to sleep, I guess.
Yeah.
That's so
That's a
funny.
beautiful baby.
Yeah, she's cool. She's a good we handle her all the time, so she's a cool reptile to have, but she's
Gotcha.
not dangerous. Like they have tiny little teeth, and she's bit me once because this is the one I was looking for. Look at her sunbathing.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, my daughter's petting the beardy.
Oh.
Yeah, she has these tiny little teeth. She's bit me before when I'm feeding her, like on accident, and they can't hurt you, and they're not poisonous. That's why they're like such
Yeah.
a cool reptile to have.
Yeah, I used to have a leopard gecko and a ball python.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
There was an animal shelter. So I lived in California for a really long time before I moved to another place. And I used to work at a Pippo shelter, and then I used to work at a reptile shelter. And
Oh,
I adopted a leopard gecko and a ball python, and they were the sweetest babies. They never bit. They were just the sweetest little babies. I love animals. I was
Yeah.
watching a movie last
Same.
night that involved like a dog that died, and I lost it. I was so sad. I was like, I
Oh,
have to go upstairs. I was like, I have to go upstairs. I can't do this.
oh, you can't see that one. Yeah, I like animals more than humans sometimes,
Oh my
or
God, I like animals
most
more
of the
than
time.
humans all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, that's all the time.
Yeah. Oh my
All
God.
right, I'm gonna wrap this up since not too many opposition is coming
Okay.
in.
Yeah.
Well,
But
thank
thanks
you
for
for
hanging
letting
out
me
with me,
on.
friends. Yeah, of
of
course. Thanks
course.
for sharing.
Thank
Oh, sorry,
you.
MJ.
And you
I
guys
didn't
are
realize you
welcome
were
to
the
follow
boss.
me. I'll follow you back. We can all be
Awesome.
friends.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't
All
even know
right.
who Bean Sprout is. Why do you keep asking that? I have no idea what like bean sprouts. Yeah, I make bean sprouts. Cool.
How do I quit this? There you
I
go.
wouldn't
Bye.
worry about it.
I
Well,
know.
thank you,
All
Juliet. We
right.
appreciate you.
Adopt, don't shop.
Bye.
Bye,
Yep,
guys.
adopt, don't stop.
That's the
Bye.
live turned into. Bye.
Right?